Yeah, I was gonna post an episode today. I thought it might be kind of fun to do like a song and then an episode and then a song, but then instead we had a false labor. we had a false labor on Sunday night, so at 1 a.m. First of all, I didn't realize false labors were a thing.
Sorry, I blindsided you.
No, what I was going to say was a friend of ours had one a few months ago. So thankfully it was on my radar. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have just got you in the car. And
I would have told you.
Driven away.
I did tell you. I thought it might be.
I would have said, you don't know what you're talking about. We're going in the car. My masculine assertiveness. It's a double-edged sword. Anyways, so that happened at like 1 a.m. and but yeah, it was a false alarm. Kind of crazy. Just contractions lasting 40 to 50 seconds, about 3 minutes apart, consistently, but beep, false alarm.
They weren't super intense. They were just kind of what you would expect from early labor contractions. So we weren't sure if they were going to amp
that's
up,
just it,
or if they were going to just kind of fizzle out, and they fizzled out. So
because we have to drive to Sherwood Park for the birth, I'm on hyper alert now because it's like we got a bit of a drive to get there. So you can't really wait until the last second before we go.
It's a completely different ball game. Like, I feel like mentally it's a lot more challenging to just know that like when things begin we're gonna have a whole like 2 hours in the car and and logistics to work out from there, right?
But when you're having the kid at home, the rule of thumb is kind of like just ignore it as long as you possibly can until it's really time for the baby to come. Now it's like, well, we can't do that. We gotta be ahead of the game here. On the ball. Ahead of the ball. So
the ball should be chasing after you.
Exactly. Yep, you gotta be ahead of that ball. So that happened, and then my work was really busy. I didn't get home and to bed till 1 a.m. the past 2 nights. Well, I got to bed at about 1 o'clock because I'd come home and I'd have to wrap things up. But I didn't get off work until like 12 o'clock, midnight the first day on Monday, and then 11 o'clock yesterday. And so today's the first day I've been home at a reasonable hour. And yeah, so anyways, all that to say, unfortunately, I don't have an actual vlog prepared. But that's okay. We're going to have something fun for you coming up, I'm sure. Probably maybe a baby. Who knows? Let me know what you guys thought of that song that I posted. That was fun. I did that it took me about 2 days to throw that together, it's good that I can get stuff done relatively quickly because I do not have a lot of free time. I'm going to have more free time now, though, because it's summer and I'm not teaching piano. So I'll be able to do more fun stuff, which is nice. I want to go on another foraging walk with Mina now that things are actually growing, so that'll be fun. And I want to make more music. I rented a drum kit. That's where I got that from. I rented it from Long and McQuaid. They had a special, May was like their percussion month randomly. And so they had half off on drum kit rentals. So I got a drum kit and an audio interface for like $50 for a month. Not super cheap, but definitely not as expensive as buying them because the audio interface is $275 and the drum kit's like $600. So perspective. So anyways, I recorded it all day and then I spent an evening mixing it and then throwing the video together. So that was fun, but I want to do more of that kind of stuff. So let me know if you liked that and if you're excited to see more foraging stuff or whatever you want. Let me know what you want. I'll do whatever you want. I'll do it. Send me some money. I'll do whatever.
Feet pics.
feet video.
No, babe, not for free.
Oh, there you go.
We could make money off of that.
That is something I will never understand as long as I live. Anyways, we don't need to talk about feet.
Gross things.
Feet. Well, yeah, like feet pics. Like, anyways, okay, we're not talking about that on this channel. That's all. Quick life update. We'll let you go. Probably will have a baby next time you see us. He's about to pop. He's very close. He's big kid. Little big boy. My big little boy. The due date's June 16th, so it's coming right up. And like I said, we got a lot of warning signs that he's thinking about it. That he's thinking about making his entrance any day here. So, if we didn't talk about it before, we have a midwife.
Yeah, we recorded some footage.
Oh, we did, and I never got to post it because then Mina had her accident.
That's right.
Yeah, anyways, we got a midwife through St. Joseph. We said a big 30-day novena to St. Joseph. Really hard to find a midwife in Alberta. It was a really fun way that it came about. Basically, I was at work and I was helping someone out at work, and I found out that his wife was a midwife, and so I sent her an email. Turns out she lives too far from us. She lives like 5 hours away from us. But she messaged me back and says, I think that we're related. Is your dad so-and-so? And I was like, yes, my dad is. The famous Joe Lawrence. And she was like, oh my gosh, we're second cousins. That's crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. So anyways, my second cousin then was like, well, I know a midwife in Sherwood Park. Let me reach out to her. She reached out to her. And Kathy is our midwife's name, and then the crazy thing about that was Kathy grew up near Grand Rapids. So when she found out that we had lived in Grand Rapids for a bit, she was like, "Oh, that's crazy." So, anyways, we went. So then, like the eve of the feast day of Saint Joseph, which was the last day of the novena, Kathy sent Cecil a little message saying that she'd be our midwife, her midwife. Mostly, and she's been great. She's actually been fantastic. We like her a lot, and so we got
a complete answer to prayers. Like I don't know, we're very crunchy in regards to how we approach birth and everything, and she's very fine with letting us do whatever we need to do and not do whatever we don't want to do. And
natural, baby.
Natural.
She's crunchier than toast.
Well, and it's hard to find those
toast.
in Alberta, we found out, because the midwives are all under the medical system here. They're all
they're bought out by the system.
They're all under
the
government health, or like whatever, Alberta Health or whatever. So they have a lot more stricter guidelines than the lay midwives in the States, which I was not expecting there to be a difference when I came up here, and so
there's a difference.
There's a big difference. And then the other thing that was making it hard for us to find it was that I was so far along. I was 30 weeks before we found Kathy, or St. Joseph plopped her in our lap. And most people, like, they're booked, like, by the time you're like you have to
the time you're thinking about having a baby.
Exactly.
While the baby is yet a twinkle in your eye, you're getting your midwife lined up.
Yeah, no, you need to like alert a midwife like immediately in order to get on the list, because I mean, we live in a fairly rural area, and
that's how much recording time I have, by the way. So
okay.
Anyways, well, to wrap it up,
anyway,
it was a godsend through St. Joseph.
Pray the Holy Cloak Novena.
Holy Cloak Novena. He's very powerful to help you out, and it's just a very good novena, a very beautiful one. Okay, that's all though. Yep, my camera is about to run out of space. I've got 2 minutes, so we'll wrap it up. Goodbye. See you next time. Probably will have a baby. May not. Probably will. Okay, bye.